Good morning. This is May the 16th, Thursday 2024, and we are in BBA second semester, section B, compulsory English class, where we have been reading Priscilla Long's essay on happiness. Quite for 5 or 6 classes, I guess. It took us too long. It shouldn't have taken that long. But we decided to read it line by line and talk about it. So someone was telling me that we haven't finished it yet. Haven't we finished? Consult your book and tell me where we were reading. Okay. So, as you can show me, we were toward the end of the essay. Okay. So, Priscilla, toward the end of her essay, talks about mindfulness, and she says that if we learn mindfulness, it may help us to be happy. And she explains mindfulness as reacting less and less to what people do to you. When someone says something to you, do not show your reaction. When someone does something to you, do not show reaction. Avoid reacting. What will happen? This will tell people that they cannot, this will tell people that they cannot easily hurt you, that they cannot easily affect you, that they cannot easily disturb your emotions and feelings. So, lowering reactivity, not expressing views to things happening around you, but thinking about it, reflecting about it. Then she says we should take long breaths. Practice, learn to breathe slowly. Never breathe in a hurry. Never breathe too fast. Take a slow breath in, inhale. Stop. Exhale. You probably cannot do this while you are outside in behavior, but if you are alone, study at a study table or at home or sitting, you can practice this. And be aware about the breath going in and be aware about the breath coming out. There is a very scientific technique of breathing, and it is believed that if you know how to breathe properly, you live longer life. Many people die faster because they breathe faster. And if you do a scientific research, you will find that those creatures, for example, dogs, they breathe very fast. You can check looking at their nostrils. So dogs have a shorter lifespan. They do not live beyond 15 years of age. So those animals which breathe slowly in nature also, they live longer life. So what is taught? What I'm saying, always breathe slowly. There are 3 stages of breathing. We are aware only about 2. First stage is you inhale. Then you stop. Then you exhale. Take full breath. Exhale fully. And in between, stop. Okay. So breathing. Then she says that to be present here and now. What does it mean to be present here and now? To be present here and now means right now I'm teaching you. I just started my class. So I'm here. So I should be aware where I am. I should know I'm in a classroom. I should know I'm with the students. I should know what's appropriate, what's inappropriate here. I should know how I should behave here. Because I'm aware about where I am right now. And now. Here refers to place. And now refers to time. So now also refers to the context. For example, right now I am in a BBA second semester classroom where I've been teaching English, where I have my students, they're eagerly listening to me, peacefully, calmly listening to me. So I should be aware what behavior is appropriate in this context and what behavior is inappropriate in this context. And I should behave and talk and walk accordingly. So when you say that be present to the here and now, it means be aware of where you are and with whom you are, what time you are at and what you are doing and what you're supposed to do. This is consciousness. Be very conscious about surrounding. Be conscious of your surrounding. Be conscious of your environment. Be conscious of the audience you're talking to. Be conscious of the place and room. Be conscious of the temperature. Be conscious of the technology you're using. Be conscious of everything. That will help you to perform better. Even in the future when you become managers or you have people working under you, you're controlling them, mobilizing them, such awareness of here and now is very important, right? Then practice self-compassion. What is self-compassion? Compassion is infinite love and kindness. Compassion means unlimited love and kindness. Compassion is more about kindness, being kind. What is kindness? When you are kind, you help people. When you are kind, you don't lose temper. When you are kind, you don't show anger. When you are kind, you show intimacy. When you are kind, you give life to people. When you are kind, you support people. Now, what is self-compassion? Support yourself. How can you do that? I guess that a couple of things, like for example, take good care of your body. If possible, take regular bath. Wear clean clothes. Do regular brushing. Drink enough water throughout the day. Do some walking every day. Do some physical exercises. Read at least one good paragraph before you go to bed. Read good things because that feeds your mind with good thoughts. Just as the stomach needs hygienic food, the mind needs hygienic ideas. And hygienic ideas come from great books. Read novels. Talk softly to your family members. Help your mother in the kitchen. Develop self-help habit. Arrange your room yourself. Don't expect your mother to do that. Clean the drawing room. Clean the house. Even around the house, if you see some dirt, throw it away. Manage it. Have friends, real friends. Visit them. Invite them over tea. Sit under a tree. Look at a flower. Look at a bird. And cherish good feelings. Cherish positive thoughts. That is self-compassion. Because this will help you live a better life. Do not harm yourself. Do not harm yourself emotionally, physically, mentally. Many people have cuts on the wrists because they're mentally disturbed. Do not shout at people. Self-compassion. And not only self-compassion, compassion for others. Ask yourself, whom did I help this week? Ask yourself, what paropakar did I do this month? Ask yourself, have I donated any money this semester? Ask yourself, have I ever visited an orphanage? and talk to the children who have no parents. Ask yourself, have I ever visited an elderly house and talked to elderly people and see their situation? Ask yourself, how have I helped to make this world better? Ask yourself, how have I helped to make this world better? Have I cleaned the road ever? Have I cleaned the vicinity ever? Have I contributed in decreasing plastic pollution, for example? Have I been avoiding plastic in my day-to-day life, for example? How have I been contributing to make this earth healthier place to live in? Ask yourself, when I die, when I grow and die, and I leave my children, what kind of world I'm leaving to them? Ask yourself, what kind of rivers I'm leaving to my grandchildren? Ask yourself, am I leaving gardens for them? Ask yourself, have I planted trees? How many? Am I contributing to greenery? Am I planting flowers in my house? Am I planting trees around my house if there is land available? This is what is compassion towards other. When we say being compassionate towards other, we not only mean other people, we also mean the earth, the environment. Right? Then create a psychic space from which to observe one's thought and feeling. What is this? This is called self-reflection or reflection. Reflection is very important habit that all great people have. What is reflection? Reflection is observing your thought process. What am I thinking about? For the last 24 years, what was eating my mind? Reflection is you look at something and you think about it. And you think in an organized way, in a healthy way, calmly, quietly, serenely. You ponder about it. You ponder over. Pondering. Pondering is giving a serious thought to something. What does reflection do? Reflection improves, enhances your intelligence. If you regularly reflect, you become thoughtful. You become responsive to your surrounding. And you don't commit mistakes then. Reflection is very important thing. Then, to not become the anger or upset or infatuation or irritation or fear. Look, what are the emotions to avoid? Avoid getting angry. If you are constantly losing temper, do some meditation. Listen to peaceful music. Read a couple of pages from good book. Visit a friend and talk to them and share your problem. Talk to your parents. Watch your favorite television show. But make sure that your anger goes down. I remember a few years back, a boy, I won't name his name, last name, I won't name him, he used to sit here. He was just 20 and he had very high blood pressure. And because of blood pressure, he had a very tough time. He was just 20. So if you constantly lose anger, chances are you will develop high blood pressure at a young age. So not to develop high blood pressure, develop the habit of staying calm and quiet. If somebody tries to make you angry, ignore them. Learn to ignore. It's a great skill. Learning to ignore. Ignore negativity. Ignore negative people. Ignore negative behavior. Ignore negative comments. Ignore negative actions and stay calm. Because that will make you healthy. Right? Then, do not be upset. If something wrong happens, take a long breath. Show patience. Show courage. Face it squarely. Face it seriously. Do not be upset. Do not be nervous. Right? Do not show infatuation. What is that? At your age, 16, 17, 18, 19, mostly we have infatuation. What is infatuation? Infatuation is You see a boy, you see a girl in a neighborhood, outside the window, in a classroom, in the corridor. And you develop an intense liking for them. You develop an intense liking. And this liking is so intense that even if you don't see them, you feel uncomfortable. This disturbs your sleep. This disturbs your study. This disturbs your peace of mind. Recognize what is infatuation. Try to know if you are having infatuation. And the most important thing about infatuation is to know it quickly dies away. It will last for a couple of days. You will feel intense liking for 2, 3, 4 days. And it will die away. Why infatuation is harmful? Because it provokes you to take action. Which action might bring undesirable result for you. Right? So recognize if this is infatuation or this is love. Right? Don't be irritated. Don't show irritating behavior. Don't irritate others. Don't show fear. You're going for an interview, for a job, new job. You get into the room. Don't be nervous. Stay calm and composed. Take long breath. Just imagine, nothing if I lose this job, I get another job. Don't show fear. Right? And as a whole, if you do these things, what will happen? The circumstances do not take over one's soul, she says. So what is the point here? Do not allow the circumstances to overpower you. What happens? When your situation controls you, you fail. When you control the situation, you win. When people around overpower you, you fail. When you overpower people, you win. So do not allow your circumstances to control you, to overpower you. You see somebody is in critical situation, physically sick, ill, fell from the roof, got electrocuted. You are there only. You pick up the body. You are hurrying, calling for help, ambulance, taxi, taking to hospital. Now if you lose your patience in this situation, you will start crying. If you cry, others will cry. So stay calm, cool and composed and do what you can do. Do your best. If the person dies, imagine you are trying to save, the person died. Now stay calm, cool and composed and make a call to people necessary. You shouldn't be crying there. If you do cry, the situation is controlling you. And you won't be able to handle the situation. Look how important things he's saying. Never allow your circumstances to get a hold over you, to overpower you, to control you. You should control the circumstances, not circumstances controlling you. What a beautiful thing she says. Okay. Then she shares quickly her sad moments. Now we are coming to the next page we are reading now. But nothing is unending. Milarepa, a very famous Tibetan monk, I guess, once upon a time somewhere said that all good things come to an end. Spring season ends. Youth ends. I was like you once upon a time. Young, full of energy, full of vigor, full of strength. No wrinkles, no grey hair. I look at my photographs of my bachelor first year. But look, I've grown this old now. In 10 years by now, I'll be maybe stooping down and not able to walk. I don't know. When you don't realize this thing. I also didn't realize. that life also grows and it changes through stages and it comes to an end. So if you are suffering, if you are sad, if you are crying, if something bad has happened to you, keep in mind it will come to an end and good things will start. Life is like a wheel. Life is like a wheel. And if there is suffering, there is also happiness. The only thing you are needed to do is wait for the wheel to turn. The wheel will turn. We have an author, very famous writer, Thomas Hardy. Have you heard about it? Thomas, Thomas, Hardy, Hardy. He is a Victorian novelist, and his novels revolve around this idea of life and pain and suffering and struggle. Sometimes if you feel like reading novels, you can choose any novel by him. Hardy has also written a lot of short stories, wonderful short stories, poems. Hardy can be a good author to read if you're interested in reading. Okay. So nothing is unending. This is the thought you should have. As a मलाई दुःख भएको छ, okay, it will end. At the end of the tunnel, there is always light. At the end of the tunnel, there is always light. अँध्यारो सुरुङमा हिँड्दै हुनुहुन्छ, चिन्ता लाग्यो, अँध्यारो भयो, नाच्दिनुस्. एन्ड आउँदैछ, त्यहाँ लाइट हुन्छ. At the end of suffering, there is always pleasure. At the end of suffering, there is always pleasure. If life gives you suffering, bear it. Life will then give you pleasure. Right? Then she writes, even insupportable grief passes through stages, devolves into something different, then different again. You have grief? Don't worry, it will pass. बिरामी पर्नु भयो, केही भयो, गर्लफ्रेन्डले छोडिदिनु भयो, बोयफ्रेन्डले छोड्नु भयो, ढोका रोइराख्नु भएको छ, अर्को बोयफ्रेन्ड आउँछ नि त लाइफमा, अर्को गर्लफ्रेन्ड आउँछ, फेल हुनुभयो, अर्को टाइम दिन पाइन्छ, पास हुने चान्स छ नि त. Nothing should discourage you in life, because you should know if bad things happen, now the next turn is for the good things. If in your life bad things are going on happening, then understand that very soon good things will come, because both happen in life, bad and good, one by one, turn by turn, right? Then she says, understand that life itself moves on, you move on, you continue to live, and happiness returns. See this thought. Happiness returns. Then she quotes Thi Na Han, Vietnamese monk. If you type his name on YouTube, you can watch his videos. He is a monk who gives motivational speech. What is he right? Life is filled with suffering. Understand that. But it is also filled with many wonders, like the blue sky. Walk out and look into the sky. Walk out in jungle, look, hear the birds, the sunshine, the eyes of the baby. If you have some bigger pain, find a child and talk to them. एउटा भिडियो मैले हेर्छु, रिलमा आउँछ, जे हेर्यो त्यही आउँछ. एउटा 20-22 वर्षको केटा छ अनि दुईजना बच्चाहरू छन्, 4-5 वर्षका. अनि त्यो क्यामेरा लिन्छ उसले, त्यो 22 वर्षको केटाले, अनि बच्चाहरूलाई कुरा गर्छ, अनि बच्चाहरूको तोते बोली चाहिँ बोले नै फुट्या छैन. अनि त्यो 4-5 वर्षको बच्चाहरूले यस्तो फिलोसफिकल कुरा गर्छ, यस्तो विजडमको कुरा गर्छ कि त्यो धेरै पिएचडी गरेर मान्छे त्यस्तो कुरा गर्दैन. मलाई नामसाम केही ख्याल छैन, तर प्राय आइरहन्छ, म हेरिरहन्छु. भोलि बाटोमा बच्चा खेलेर हुन्छ टोलमा, अनि पछ्याउँदै जान्छ, यहाँ आऊ भन्छ, अनि कुरा गर्छ बच्चासँग. अनि त्यो ध्यान दिएर सुन्यो भने छक पर्नु, दङ्क गर्छ. त्यति सानो बच्चाले त्यस्तो विजडमको कुरा गर्छ कि जम्मा 4-5 वर्षको बच्चा हुन्छ. एजिपुले धेरै पढे जस्तो कुरा गर्छ अनि मलाई के हुन्छ आई फिल ह्याप्पी के सिकाइरहेको छु इफ यु आर स्याड टक टु अ चाइल्ड दे विल मेक यु ह्याप्पी इफ यु आर स्याड टक टु अ चाइल्ड दे विल मेक यु ह्याप्पी सानो बच्चा छ स्नगल गर्नुहोस् न उसलाई स्नगल गर्नुहोस् न ऊ स्माइल गर्छ द्याट गिभ्स यु ह्याप्पिनेस राइट ओके then she writes what is happiness for her. Let me read, you can follow me. Happiness for me is to be part of something larger than myself. This is what Phil Knight did in the story Shoe Dog. This is what Steve Jobs did in the story Steve Jobs. What do you mean by being part of something larger than yourself? Set a goal which is very challenging. Set a goal which will take all your effort and time and devote for it. For example, you are doing BBA and now set a goal that 10 years from now I will add a subtitle or title to my name, Doctor. Today I am Mr. Today I am Mr. Patel. People say me Mr. Patel or Boy Patel. And write in your diary, by 2034 January, it's 24, people will call me Dr. Patel. So you will finish BBA by 2027-28, let's say. In next 5 years, you will go to America, you will join a PhD program, complete your doctorate, and get a job that pays you more than $100,000. Now set a goal today. And every day you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what have I done to change myself from Mr. Patel to Dr. Patel? Ask yourself. Did I browse the internet today to inquire about PhD opportunities in foreign countries? Ask yourself, did I consult my teachers to know how to do PhD? Ask yourself, am I reading honestly? Am I studying to get A grade in BBA? Because without getting proper grades, you won't be taken for PhD. So bit by bit, piece by piece, step by step, walk towards that goal. That is what is meant by making yourself part of something larger than yourself. When in 1987, May 20, in my school hall, I decided that I'll become a teacher. I had just passed grade 12, not even passed. I had not taken final exam. It was the last day of school, grade 12, last day. And I decided I will become a teacher. So I made myself part of something larger than myself. And I have devoted the last 34 years in teaching. And I want to spend rest of my whole life inside the classroom as a teacher. I want to die while teaching. I want to die among students. I want to die as a teacher. That's my passion. That's my larger goal, for which I am giving my life and energy. So what's your larger goal? If you have a larger goal, and if you write that goal on the wall in your bedroom, study room, with big letters, maybe flex printing, you get it flex printed. In 10 years from now, I will be called doctor in your name. And everybody asks, what am I doing for that goal? And work towards that. And you will not believe, in 2034, you will send me an email. Divakar sir, I remember you 10 years back at LSEM in one class on May 16th. You had told me to set a goal. I had set a goal, and look today, here is my photograph wearing the cap and getting PhD. You will mail me. You will write me a letter. You will write me a message box. That gives happiness, right? Look what he writes next. For example, she says, I'm a teacher. So, what is my larger goal? Study of literature. I'm a writer. So, what is my larger goal? Composing a poem, composing a story, composing a novel, teaching my students how to write. Right? Then, in the next paragraph, she says, she answers the question, can we choose to be happy? Remember, these were the questions she raised in paragraph 2 in the very beginning. Priscilla Long raises these questions in the very beginning of the essay. Now she is answering. Can we choose to be happy? Yes. So happiness is a choice. If you consciously choose, I'll be happy, nothing can make you sad. But it's not enough to choose to be happy. You must make effort to be happy. You choose to be happy, and you know I'm a bad person. Avoid meeting me now. If you keep meeting me, you won't be happy, because a bad fellow can never make somebody happy. If I choose to be happy and I'm smoking, I should know smoking kills, it causes cancer. I should gradually quit it. So I'll smoke less and less, and one day within a month I'll quit it. Can we choose to be happy? Yes. So happiness is our choice. If somebody is not happy, they have chosen not to be happy. They are not doing effort to be happy. So they are sad. Want to be happy? Make a checklist. Following things I'll do to be happy, and do them. You like singing? Okay, join a class for singing. You like playing instruments? Play them. Do what you love doing. Right? She's feeling sleepy, right? I feel so. Okay. I know you spend nights studying or other way. Okay, let's continue. She says that happiness is the sort that emerges from an inner state of mind. So what is happiness? Look, happiness is a mental state. It is something in your mind. If you are mentally happy, your body may be having fever, it's all right for you. You may be hungry, even then you can enjoy happiness, because mentally you have learned to accept what is there. That is self-contentment, Atma Santosh. एउटा भिखारीलाई एकजना मान्छेहरूले एकछिन कुरा गर्छ, अनि कुरा गरेपछि तपाईलाई हामी पैसा दिन्छ हुन्छ भन्छ, हुन्छ भन्छ, अनि त्यो उनीहरूले भिडियो बनाइरहेछ, 500 नोट दिन्छ, अनि भिखारीले यत्रो मलाई चाहिँदैन भन्छ, किन भनेको मैले के किन्ने हो 500ले, म पुल मुनि बस्छु, आकाशमा खुला आकाश, मेरो ओछ्यान छैन, घर छैन, केही पनि चाहिँदैन मलाई, आई डोन्ट निड एनिथिङ, 500 किन चाहियो? अनि उनीहरूले सोध्छ तपाईलाई पैसा किन चाहियो त भनेर सोध्छ, अनि भिखारीले के भन्छ, म कसैलाई दान दिन चाहन्छु भन्छ। दान कति चाहियो? 10 रुपैयाँमा पुग्छ भन्छ। लुक, द्याट इज ह्याप्पिनेस, द्याट इज इनर स्टेट अफ माइन्ड। केही पनि छैन तर चाहिँदैन, 10 रुपैयाँ पुग्छ, त्यो पनि आफूलाई होइन, अरूलाई कसै दिन मन लाग्यो, उसलाई आफू जस्तै भिखारीलाई हेल्प गर्न मन लाग्यो। सो वाट इज ह्याप्पिनेस? Inner state of mind from a spirit that can't be broken. What is happiness? Happiness is spirit that can't be broken. What is spirit? A spirit that can't be broken means you are so courageous, nothing can break your heart. Nothing can break your courage. You are so positive, nothing can make you negative. Spirit is the psychological feeling, the inner feeling, your courage, your morality, your ethic. You are so highly moral, nobody can degrade you. You are so ethical. Nobody can lure you into crime. That is what brings happiness. From a sense of self-worth. Third, she says, keep in mind. First, she said, inner state of mind. Second, she said, unbreakable spirit. Third, she says, sense of self-worth. What is that? The feeling that I'm a good teacher. The feeling I'm fine. Self-esteem, self-respect. The feeling that I'm proud of myself. म ठिक मान्छे हो, म खराब होइन, म राम्रो छु, म राम्रो गर्न सक्छु. This feeling, I'm a good person, I can do good things, I can do great things. The feeling, I'm a wonderful person. The feeling that I'm a wonderful person. ठिकै छ, केही छैन. देवी बहिनीहरू ह्याप्पी छन्. के त्यो पन्जाले केही खेलिरहेछन्. के अरे हाम्रो के अरे रुसा र के अरे रुसा र कहिले काहीँ अल्जाइमर भस्तो लाग्ने कि सम्झाउनु है. मेहक, रुसा र मेहक खेलिरहन्छ. त्यो maybe because of age I suddenly forget. Okay, so what is happiness? Self-worth. The feeling that I am unique, I am wonderful, I am great, I am valuable, I am worth $1 million, I can do great things. Then, okay. Fourth, choosing to be happy. Always consciously say, I won't be sad, I'll be happy. Choose to be happy, right? Then she says, number 5, cultivate peace of mind. What is peace of mind? Do not harbor any thoughts and ideas which disturb you. Throw them away. Stay calm, quiet. Don't do any activity that might bring problem for you. Don't involve in any interaction that may cause harm to you. Peace of mind, cultivating peace of mind. Then she says, cultivating kindness. Be kind to yourself, be kind to people, be kind to earth, be kind to river, be kind to trees, be kind to animal. Then she says, cultivating compassion. Show indefinite love and kindness to everyone. Then she says, cultivate respect for others. When someone does something to you, say thank you. Bow down. Do namaste. Have a smiling face. Don't shout at people.